Okay, brothers and sisters, part 3. You got me again. Keeps bringing my system down. So it's part 3. Let's see here. Part 3. So that's the situation, is that once they're taken out, what does that mean? That's what we have to look at. Because if they're taken down, these people have heart attacks. That's anticipation of what's coming on the European countries, specifically America. There's anticipation their hearts are failing. You see? What does that mean? First of all, that means that they were not the true seed of Abraham, because they could not have been taken out. They were. They was taken on the siege and taken out. America and Britain, God was kicked out. It's like it says in chapter 12. The dragon and his angels were defeated by Michael and his angels. See, the Shiites is going to have Farad backing them, but over in America, they're going to tell you that was Russia to help them. That's another story. Because they can't admit that those so-called UFOs are really Michael and his angels matched from Muhammad. Another truth from Elijah Muhammad. So what does that mean? That means that we're the true seed of Abraham. And what does that mean? Because they can make that calculation in an instant. Because remember, there's only 2 contenders for that title. Them and us. And now they're gone. That means they weren't. That means it has to be us. They did this whole 50, 72-year BS to deceive everybody, thinking that's false Israel, and it collapsed overnight. Bam! It collapsed overnight. 72 years of investing and worshiping that, and all the stuff they did, and all the trouble in the world and everything else, based on the fact that false Israel was over there taking those people's land and killing those people, and they got a false claim. But America gave 72 years of total energy and support, military, social, political, whatever support, the military support, trillions of dollars worth of effort, and all the stuff America suffered, all these wars with all these Muslim countries carrying on, all because of false Israel, and their whole lie is destroyed instantly, overnight. And all that big lie was to cover up the fact that we're true to Abraham. So now that's unmasked overnight. So the light comes on instantly, and we're here. The land of Christians, and oppressing us for 400-some years, and now they know that what's about to happen to them, as you have done, so shall be done to you. And they know that we're going to be the ones that are doing it. And it says their fear was that they're at war, because they're going to be at war at that time, because the war is going to spread quickly into Europe, because they claim Russia's the one to help Iran defeat them. They won't admit the truth of it. So that was their thing. There was fearful that we would read Exodus, right? That their war would break out, and that we would help the enemy fight them, and then flee the country. See, so now that fear is realized. That's what all of them feared, and now they know that you're the true seed of Abraham, and that you are going to inherit everything, and that you're going to take revenge on them for everything they did to you. What would you do? They're going to start wiping you out. Everybody in America is going to understand it. Every Caucasian American understand what that means, because first that wasn't supposed to happen. Then they get mind. Remember, hearts are failing for fear because the powers of heaven and that wasn't supposed to happen. They're going to take about 5 seconds to realize, oh, what the hell? That calculation will go instantly, and bam, next thing you're going to be cutting your throat, walking next to me. Get him, get him. What would you do? Because if we get away, we're going to come back at them. And they know it. They're going to take about a second to make that calculation. That's why they spent all so much money, trillions of dollars over 72 years to hide it. So now they come now. That's why I say flee. That's why I have to flee. See, those of you that pay attention, you don't have to flee because you're already gone. But those that wait till the last minute, right? At least if you recognize that falsehood under siege and you make the, oh man, I heard that before. Let me get the hell out of here. I'm already packed up, already fueled up, right? Got the kids there. Let's get the hell out of here. But some of you going to wait until, see, when you see the abomination of desolation, that's just when they're under siege. See, if you wait till they actually go down, you're dead. You're dead. But you're not going to get out of your community, you're not going to get anywhere. You better be already gone. Because there's going to be blood all over the streets. It says 2/3 of our people and 17 million of us, they say 34, no, half are demons, they're master seed. According to Angel, 2/3 of our people are going to be slaughtered. Our people are lost for, this is some of our people, say our people are lost for lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge what? An abomination, desolation, that you don't know anything about, no one's telling you. And no one's telling you about Abrahamic covenant. Most black folks don't know about it. But they think it applies to those people over there. But when they go down, your people, your masters, they know. And they're going to cut your throat. Immediately if they catch you. Why do you think they're telling you to flee? Don't go back and get your house. Why do you think they're telling you that? Because they will come in and spank you. They'll come put you in jail. They say because those could be the days of vengeance. All things be fulfilled. Because all is based on when all things will be fulfilled, because that's the whole thing the scriptures are based on, that event. So I hope I make it clear. Anyway, I'm going to cover a couple of things, and then a couple of other things. This is, like I said, part 3. They best with this, so let me cover a couple of things. Let's close it and try to see if I can. Maybe I start needing to use another computer. Maybe even buy another computer, because these people. Oh, hold on, brothers and sisters. Okay, I just want to point out a couple of things here. What is demons? See, you don't know what demons are. Before you start studying AL-INJIL, you didn't know what demons were. See, we're walking around totally blind. Those of you who've been studying AL-INJIL, all of a sudden your eyes come open. You say, damn, you see a whole new world you never saw before. Now you know who the demons are, you know who the jinn are, you know who the angels are, you know who God is, you know all this. But our people don't know these things. So when you understand the AL-INJIL, it tells you who the demons are. The demons are half devil, half man. That means they're the devil's seed, right? But they're birthed by black women. So they look like us, walk like us, perhaps talk like us, but they're not us. Which thing you talk about when they said wolf in sheep clothing? Why did they get an analogy? That means it's a wolf, but it looks like a sheep. So beware of them. They're not going to be sheep. They're wolves. They may look like sheep, but their nature is wolves. And same with these demons. They're all over, like Oprah and Jay-Z and all of them. They're all demons. If you understand energy deprivation, mathematics behind that, you understand why. Because they're as successful as massa is in this reality. Because they are massa. They just have blacks. They just have, their skin tone is wrong. You know, like Michael Jackson, you my baby, no matter if you're black or white, but it would rather be white, because he tried to, he was a prophet. He was a prophet, right? Because what he did is he was trying to show everybody the way, right? All you got to do is get some money and bleach yourself, make surgery, right? And you can and do the hairdo, and you can be white too. And now you see Venus and all of them doing it. See, because they're really demons, it's really coming out. So it tells you in the mouth, right? So it tells you, I think chapter 16, it tells you. If you understand the AL-INJIL, it tells you. See, you have 3 demons and the saints. So you can read this for yourself. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with it. So I want to understand to my demons and the saints. But look at this here. Now it said the dragon, now so you know who the dragon is. They don't know who the dragon is. It said the dragon made war, right, with the saints, or the true seed, I'm not see, with the NOI. But you need to understand that story, because the dragon had 7 heads and 10 horns, and had crowns upon his heads. See, but the crowns were transferred to the other beast that had 7 heads and 10 horns, but the crowns was transferred to his heads. That's a transfer of power. So in other words, when you see abomination desolation, they still have authority. Europeans still have authority. So it's still a dragon. It turns into the beast when the power, when authority is shifted to China and India. Because now you see China and India trying to come together, and China and India's turned on America, right? Because they're trying to make nice with Russia. I mean, everything we're saying is coming in the focus. So that's what it says. When they go to war with each other, right, then that means China, and you see China right now emerging as a world power. China and India is going to be emerging as a world power because America, the Europeans are destroying each other. So when it says the dragon made war, it doesn't say the beast, the dragon would make war with the NOI. That means at the time of desolation, it would happen at the time of desolation. That's where it's showing, where you see the top one right there, where the one where the sea is. That means, right, they're going to, the Sunnis are going to attack the Nation of Islam, right? I have this is actually wrong. The sun should be down here where that is. So I forgot to do that, but I'm not going to change it, right? Because when Suleiman takes over the Nation of Islam, so he's going to take it over during this when this war is happening, before the desolation actually takes place. See, so once it gets to the point the siege, the false is going under siege, the dragon still has authority because he still has a crown. That's why I said the dragon made war with the NOI. See, so the dragon, see that Magog is one of the, is part of the dragon, because the dragon has 7 heads. Magog, so now it's attacking the NOI. So that means, right? So that means the Sunni, right? See, are going to the Sunni, not only Sunni, but the American, and they're going to be attacking. They're going to start attacking. That's why I say as soon as you see the abomination, not wait till it goes. So they're going to start attacking right then. Not only the Sunnis, right, but also the American Britain, Gog and Magog is going to be attacking you immediately as soon as you see it. But specifically, they're talking about the NOI. So as soon as Farrakhan making nice, soon all that kind of stuff, everything, because they know at that point, because Suleiman is telling them that they're the jinn, and we're about to take our land back. See, and their whole thing they've been paying Farrakhan to tell us stop talking that stuff. As I told you with his truth to Abraham, and now it's true, and they can't stop it. And Farrakhan is gone; he's dispatched. They're going to attack directly. That's what that means, brothers and sisters. They're going to attack directly. Let's see here. So I hope you understand, brothers. I think I'm going to kind of close here because I had some other things I want to talk about, but the devils, they got other plans to interfere. They won't be interfering much longer. So that's the story, brothers and sisters. These Sunnis are going to attack. They don't come in with their little pipe bombs trying to get them out. They're going to come in and attack you because they know we're coming home to take our land back. And they're funded by House Assad because remember, when false Israel goes down, also House Assad is kicked out too. Because they're the dragon, they kicked out also. So the Shia, Iran, that prophecy they've been making, they say it's time now. If you've been paying attention to what they're saying now it's time for the Shia to rule Arabia. And it's time for the Sunni and false Israel and American Britain to be kicked out. That's what they're saying, and that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Okay. So you're going to have the Sunnis, because the House of Saud, they're Hindus anyway, masquerading as Muslim, masquerading as Arabs. They're Hindus. That's another story altogether. It's a dragon. But they're going to be, because now remember, they kicked out. They kicked out. The people are still there, but the authorities are gone. That means Joshua or Suleiman had to go to war with the people. That's what it says. Once he got Exodus, he says, God said, okay, now you're home. This is your land. Now go and take it. So he had to go to war with the inhabitants of Arabia. Take our land back. But the principals have already gone, ran back to India, with tremendous amounts of money, they think, right? And they're going to be using everything they can, or everything they can, to attack us, to take everything back. That's the situation, brothers and sisters. Hope you understand. I'm going to leave it there. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. War of Armageddon, abomination, desolation. Hope I made it clear. Because that's what you're going to hear in the next few days. You hear nothing but abomination, desolation, abomination, desolation, abomination, desolation. Because you don't know where it is, but you need to know. Because it said you have to know where it is to recognize it. And when you recognize it, you have to flee. You can't think about it. You can't call your friend. You can't go back in the house. You have to flee immediately because your ass is going to be on the line. Because these people that you think are your friends, your Democratic Party, all these people you men nicey with, are going to kill you. Assalamu alaikum.